Hi everybody, welcome to the Yoga Challenge. This video we'll be using for the entire 2 weeks. You'll be using this video to warm up before you practice the poses of the day, just to make sure your body's warm, we don't want to pull anything, and just to get you prepared and ready for the poses. This is also an excellent video to use at any morning, just to wake your body up, feel good, get a little invigorated before you start your day. So we're going to get started on our backs. Go ahead and lie down. And whatever's comfortable for you. So your legs can be straight out in front of you in what we call corpse pose or shavasana. Or we can put the bottoms of the feet together, which I like, and let the knees fall out. Place your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly, and just even out your breath. We don't really care the length. It can be 3, 4, 5. We just want the inhale to be the same length as the exhale. So just take a moment here to connect with your breath. And this is something you could even do in bed, right? When you wake up in the morning or before going to sleep. Couple rounds of breath here. And then hug both knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little hug. And circle the knees a couple times to the right. Just releasing the low back. And a couple times to the left. And keeping the knees hugged into the chest, bring the shins parallel to the sky and flex the feet. Open your arms out wide like a T and drop both knees over to the right, keeping both shoulder blades pinned to the mat. Breathe here. Just a gentle twist. Inhale brings us center. Exhale, twist over to the left. Again, pin that right shoulder blade on the mat. Inhale brings us center. Keep the right knee hugged into the chest. Extend the left leg down onto the mat. Now while we're completely supported by the mat, this left leg is still active, so flex through that heel. We also want to flex the right foot to keep the knee protected. Squeeze it nice and tight. Breathe into the low belly. And just start to observe the body where you're tight, where you need to take the breath a little more deeply. Straighten that right leg up towards the sky, flexing through the heel. The toes reach back down into your nose. Now you can hold the back of the calf, the thigh, or the toe in yoga toe lock. Breathe. And hug that right knee back into your chest. Switch the legs, hug the left knee into the chest, extend the right leg down along the mat. Pressing through both heels, nice and active through the feet. And straighten the left leg up towards the sky, grabbing the back of the calf, the thigh, or maybe the toe. Breathing again into anywhere that's tight. And just observing without judgment where you're at today. We're always going to have more flexibility or less flexibility. We're going to have days where we're rock stars at balancing and days where we totally fall over and stumble. It's all the beauty of the practice. Hugging both knees to the chest. Now you have two options here. We're going to rock and roll into a boat pose, starting to work the core. So if you have a nice tight core and no issues in your low back, keep the legs straight, maybe reach the arms. If you do have an issue, bend the knees and grab the back of the thighs. Yeah? So we're going to rock and try to stick and boat. Woohoo! Give me 2 more. Rock and roll. Whee! Let's have 1 more. And again, you can keep those knees bent if you need to, yeah? Hold it for 4. 3, 2, 1, and come into a comfortable seated position. Let's take the hands to prayer. We're going to just begin with a cleansing breath. Inhale through your nose as your arms fan up overhead. And exhale out your mouth as the hands come heart center. Nice. Now we're going to roll over our shins onto all fours and take a couple cat-cows warming up the spine. So roll over onto those shins. We want our shoulders right over our wrists, our hips right over our knees. Inhale, sink the belly, lift the chest. This is cow pose. I personally like to tuck my toes. That's optional. See how it feels in your body and do which one feels better. Exhale, point the toes back, round the spine, scoop the low belly up, and then come up onto the fingertips to get into the upper back, that cervical spine. This is cat. Inhale, sink the belly, lift the chest, maybe tuck the toes. Exhale, round, maybe come up onto the fingertips. Inhale, lift the chest, tuck the toes. Exhale, round. Inhale, sink the belly, lift the chest. And this time we're gonna sit back on the heels, child pose. Reach the fingertips forward, knees open wide, and belly hangs heavy in between the knees. Forehead rests on the mat. This is the pose that you always have available to you if you ever need a break. Whether we're doing a video or you're in a class or anything like that, please always know child's pose is available to you. Now we're gonna take this into a little bit of a flow. Inhale to all fours, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. On this first down dog, let's move around in it. First of all, let's make sure we have a nice, steady, sturdy space between our hands and our feet. So inhale, rock forward to plank, up or push up. And exhale, lift the hips up and back, down dog. That's ideally how far apart your hands and feet should be. Okay, if it doesn't feel too comfortable, play around with it, but that's a pretty good mark of where they should be. You can pedal out the feet a little bit and just explore. What's the matter, boo? You want a down dog with us, boo? It's so pretty. Inhale to the knees, lift the chest, cow pose. And exhale, sit back, child's pose. Again, inhale to the knees, lift the chest. And exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more rounds. Inhale to the knees, lift the chest. Exhale, child's. Inhale to the knees, downward facing dog. 1 more. Inhale to the knees, lift the chest, starting to warm up the body. Exhale, child's. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts high to the sky, 3-legged dog. We're gonna step the foot in between the hands into a low lunge. On this first one, let's drop the back knee and untuck the back toes. Safety first, make sure this front knee is over that ankle. You have options with your hands. They can stay down framing the foot. You can bring them up to the knee or biceps by the ears. Fingertips are active. And breathe right here. This is a wonderful stretch for the psoas right here, the hip flexor. Exhale, hands down to frame the front foot and sit back towards that left heel. Notice I'm not on the left heel, my booty's in the air. And then lift these right toes and spread them. Especially if you wear shoes all the time, free those babies, let them stretch. This is where you get to say hello to your your hamstrings. And then because we love dynamic stretching, we're gonna inhale forward, exhale backwards. This is also really excellent if splits are a goal of yours. These 2 stretches right here are prep for splits. Now for the next 2, we're gonna add some arms. So big circles with the arms, forward, up, and back as we exhale. 1 more inhale, forward, up, and back, exhale. Inhale forward, left hand stays to the inside of the right foot, and we're gonna take a twist. Option to tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. Don't forget to breathe. Boo, what are you doing over there? And both hands down to frame the front foot. Step back to plank. And lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale through the nose. And part the lips and sigh. Left leg rises, 3-legged dog. Step that foot in between the hands into a low lunge. And drop that back knee, untuck the back toes, feeling it in that right hip flexor now. Again, options with the hands, they can stay to frame the foot, bring them to the thigh, or biceps by the ear. Breathe. And both hands down to frame the front foot. Sit back towards that right heel, lift the left toes, and spread them. Shining the heart down towards the toes, trying to keep the rounding out of the spine and taking it into that nice gliding motion. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward, sweep the arms forward, up and back as we go back towards the heel. 1 more, inhale big, fill up completely, and exhale it all out. Inhale forward, right hand stays to the inside of that left foot and take a twist. Option to tuck the back toes and lift that back knee. Don't forget to breathe. keeping that same even breath we created at the very beginning of this warm-up. Both hands down to frame the front foot. Step it back to plank, and let's lift those hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pressing through the palms of the hands, out through the fingertips. Chest presses towards the thighs, thighs press back behind you. And let's step the right foot up in between the hands. Left foot to meet it. Bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, shine the heart. Exhale, fold. And inhale, arms rise high up overhead. Hands come down, heart center. We're going to do something called Sun Salutation A, or Surya Namaskar A in Sanskrit. This is excellent to warm up the body, perfect to do in the mornings or anytime you just need a little bit of oomph. Inhale, fill up completely. Arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, shine the heart. Exhale, step back to plank. Now we have two options here. If you're working on your strength, drop to your knees. We want our biceps to scrape our rib cage. And you can inhale to up dog from here. If you have a little more strength, you can hover in chaturanga, low push-up, and inhale to up dog from there. Moving forward, it's your choice which one you do. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come up onto the tippy toes. Bend the knees, look between the thumbs. Option to step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, shine the heart. Exhale, fold. And inhale, arms rise, reach high up overhead. Hands come down, heart center. One more round. Inhale, fill up completely. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, shine the heart. Option to jump or step to plank this time. Low chaturanga. Remember, you can drop to your knees there if you need to. Inhale to the up. Exhale to the down. And just for good measure, let's take one more round of that. Come up onto the toes. Bend the knees, look between the thumbs, step or hop. Inhale, shine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, enjoy the right down, forward fold. Inhale, shine. Jump or step. Low push-up, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath and let it out the mouth. Walk the hands back towards your feet. And let's grab opposite elbows. Crown of the head hangs heavy, no tension in the neck. You can sway back and forth. And tuck the chin to the chest. Slowly, one vertebra at a time, roll all the way up to standing. And that is your warm-up. Namaste.